today is November 12th, which was the first November Direct, Nintendo Direct
Mm-hmm.
in like months, like a long time.
Yes.
So we're not going to talk about a ton of stuff from this. Neither one of us have 3DSs, so there's not a ton of stuff necessarily to talk about in here pertaining to Wii U and such. The first thing I want to talk about is Nintendo's kind of jumping on the re-release train here,
Yep.
and they just announced Twilight Princess HD for the Wii U coming, I believe it was next March
Soon.
or April?
It's damn, dude. I don't know. I
I
thought
feel
it was
like that's
coming out
something
like
I should
next
have.
month.
No, I'm pretty sure it was like March or April.
Wow, this is bad. Somebody Google that. Anyway, this game is garbage. Don't play it.
Why is this
I
garbage?
know. I'm just kidding. I just hate this game. I just really hate this. I hate this game so much. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate
This
it.
is okay, to be fair, this is like the only Zelda game you've ever really played,
No, I
right?
played Wind Waker. I liked Wind Waker.
Okay, so you played Wind Waker and this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm not like a
March
person who
4th.
should be talking about Zelda games for sure.
No, I've played pretty much all the Zelda games in some form or another.
Yeah.
I just really suck at them, and I have no patience for them, like at all. So, yeah, I make it like I'm really good at the first 12 hours of Zelda.
What what do you have problems with in Zelda? They're not like difficult games.
Yes, I don't know. I feel like I always get stuck. I don't know why. I just never feel like I'm invested enough to get past any form of difficulty. So as soon as there's like a temple or something that I just get stuck at, I'm like, well, enjoyed those 10 hours.
Is it
Moving
12-year-old
on.
you that gets stuck, or is it like 20-something-year-old of you that gets stuck?
Well, it was 12-year-old me for a really long time. The last time I didn't, I have Skyward Sword. I never even bothered to play Skyward Sword. I have Skyward Sword, but that's another game that's sitting on my shelf
You
over
should
there.
probably play that one. I've heard that's really good.
Yeah, the last one I played was this was the last one I played, which would have been, oh gosh, like what, 10 years ago? No, not 10, like 8 years ago
Probably like
now. So
2008 or 9 or something like that.
yeah, that was my, yeah, because it would have been, yeah, because you were playing it in our dorm room.
Yeah,
So it would
it's
have been like 2008. So yeah, I haven't played a Zelda game in like 7 years. So teenage me was really good at the first 10 hours of Zelda.
yeah. I wish I liked Zelda. I don't know. Those games never really clicked with me. I always but I like games that are like Zelda. Like I really like Darksiders, and I really liked Okami. I don't know, just Zelda never clicked with me. Oh, actually, at the end of this announcement, they did show, I would say maybe 3 seconds of the new Zelda as well.
Yeah, I have this weird feeling that this is their bullshit new Zeldas on NX. Here's your consolation prize.
Oh yeah. I'm sure it's probably gonna get like the dual, like just like Twilight Princess did. Twilight Princess was Wii and GameCube, so I'll bet it's gonna be
Yeah,
NX and Wii U or something like that. With the NX
I have the
version
same
being
feeling.
clearly better.
I just feel like this is completely that consolation prize of we told you there'd be a Zelda and we didn't tell you anything about which one.
Uh,
Like there, we technically didn't lie to you. Hey.
well, to be fair, this is exactly what Sony did with the Uncharted collection. Like Uncharted 4 was supposed to come out like around this time,
Yeah.
and they're like,
Yep.
well, it got delayed. So Uncharted collection, this is the same thing.
Here you go. High
Zelda was supposed
five.
to come out around this time. Well, Zelda Twilight Princess HD tied you over.
Yeah. So that's March 4th. So it's like 4 months from now.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize it was that far out.
Yeah. It does come with a fancy amiibo too, but
I see.
yeah.
I wish I was as I really sometimes I really do wish I was a Nintendo fan because I'd be like, oh, that'd be so much fun to have like a bunch of little amiibo guys like all kind of lining my shelf. But I just don't. I'm not like super attached to Nintendo characters. They announced a shit ton of amiibos too.
Yeah, they did. That's where they're making their money.
Yeah, but like every single Animal Crossing character has an amiibo. Like there's
Yep.
like 3 versions of Link now. It's like every single game is getting an amiibo with it.
Yep.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad
Um,
thing.
I don't really care. You can play them all with ignoring them for the most part. It's basically Nintendo's shot at making DLC money since their online so sucky.
That is true. It's like yeah, it is kind of like DLC stuff. Do you
Instead of your pre-order DLC, you get your pre-order amiibo.
do you plan on getting any amiibos ever? I mean, you actually have a Wii U.
No,
No,
I don't know. I don't get into that crap.
they're gonna be huge on NX. That's gonna be such a big thing on NX, I'm sure.
Oh, I have a feeling it is too. It's gonna make me sad.
Yeah.
Um, Other Wii U game that was mentioned, kind of not quite as big of a shock they were mentioning this, is Star Fox Zero, which now comes out on April 26th, which was originally supposed to be out like today.
Oh, was it really?
Um, yeah, it was supposed to be a November release, so it should have been out right now, which I feel like that's a pretty huge pushback.
It looks better now. It actually looks a lot better now.
Yeah, so I feel like it was a well-deserved, like, we're gonna bump this for a while,
hmm
but I don't know.
I think
I still wish it was now.
Yeah, I think that game was probably content complete a while back, like a long time ago. And then at E3, everyone's like, "This game looks like a not great." It like
Yeah.
just graphics wise. I mean, even if you're a big Star Fox fan, like graphics wise, that game doesn't look great. Um,
No, it did not look pretty. Looked like fun, but it didn't look pretty.
yeah, if you actually watch the new trailer, they actually did it. They actually improved it a lot. Like I would say, it's probably got the because it looks like it's running on like the Bayonetta 2 engine or something like that. So it actually
Yeah.
kind of has like a Bayonetta 2 sheen to it. It actually looks much prettier than it did I don't know, last time they showed it. If you guys are like, if some people kind of wrote off Star Fox as like not having great graphics, I would take a look at that new trailer. There's some pretty cool stuff, like them landing, like going through an atmosphere, like starting in space, going through atmosphere, then going into the ocean, and then that's when the level starts. Oh, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. I think this is one of those cases of they could have definitely released it now, but it wouldn't have been the game everybody wanted.
Yeah, there's been a few games like this before where there's kind of like they're like clearly ready to go, and then people are just like, I don't know, and then they're like, okay, we'll let it cook for another few months, and then it comes out, it's like gonna be awesome. So it actually does
Yep.
look pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm excited about that one. In some 3DS news that is kind of more accessible to us,
hmm
there's a female Link, which Doug's really excited about, despite not liking Zelda.
I think it's just kind of cool. I don't know. People have been asking for a female Link for a while, and Link is such a non-character that's kind of weird that it
Yeah.
hasn't been a female for a long time.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where we've got games like Fallout, Skyrim, all that stuff, where
hmm
it's like, yeah, you can go either way, and I feel like Link was kind of that original you character,
Yeah,
so it just makes sense that at some point this would have happened. I did find it a little weird that, especially considering these are supposed to be just kind of the character representation of you, that she had a completely different weapon set, but that might have just been to fit into Hyrule Warriors.
yeah. I thought that I kind of felt like they sort of didn't go all the way. They're like, oh, this isn't actually Link. This is somebody else named Linkle, who's just kind of like Link. It's like, oh well, okay, guys, come on, just. I mean, it's just a. I
Yeah,
don't know why they didn't just do like a model swap or something like that. Especially because Link as a character, it doesn't matter that he's a guy or that's like one of the characters. It doesn't matter at all if he's a guy or a girl. Um,
yep.
so I don't know why it wasn't just Link, like female
But
Link or something like that. But now it's like, and it's kind of like a. They kind of like, oh well, it's sort of like Link, but she's kind of like a new character with double crossbows and stuff like that. It's like, well, just give her a Master Sword, man.
progress is progress.
Yeah, that's true.
The other 3DS news that I don't know, kind of interesting,
Yeah,
and I'm honestly shocked it hasn't happened yet, is Red, Blue, and Yellow Pokemon are going to be out on 3DS.
yeah, that was kind of neat.
Yeah, I don't know why those haven't been.
I think well, the thing that's kind of weird about these releases is that they're actually going to make the trading work between 3DSs. So it's not just like a standard port where like like because if you think about it, like if they just port this normally, you probably wouldn't be able to trade because you're not using an actual Game Boy connector. But for whatever reason,
Oh,
like
that's
they
true.
reprogrammed it or something, so you can actually trade. You can do like all that. You can battle with other people using 3DSs and still play the original Game Boy games. I honestly think all of this sounds like stuff that they're setting up for NX to be effing huge. Especially,
What do you mean?
um, they're hinting at new Zelda. Like they've been showing like 2016. This is when the new Zelda's coming out. They're trying to kind of get some people who are like classic Nintendo fans back in the fold with Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. It's like, oh, everybody like Pokemon Red. Like everybody played those games. If you have a PS4 now and you're in your 20s, you're like, oh, I'm the biggest Xbox, I'm the biggest PS4 fan. You still probably played Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. I
Oh, hell yeah.
I feel like what they're kind of doing is getting ready to sort of call people back home. So they're like, which sounds no, but I mean, think about it, like Star Fox. The new Star Fox looks like Star Fox 64.
Yep,
The new
you've got
Zelda,
Red, Blue, and Yellow
yeah.
3DS.
The new Zelda kind of looks like Ocarina of Time ish. It's like an open world, very colorful.
Aesthetically, yeah.
Yeah, the setting looks very Ocarina of Time ish. They're starting to bring back these Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. They're like, oh, we'll finally do a girl Link kind of thing. We're trying to get more people. And then this final announcement, which is, oh god, this is weird.
And you're pissed about this for one reason. So the big
I'm not
announcement, I think this is
pissed.
probably the one that I think this is kind of the one that the biggest one out of the thing is that Cloud is now in Super Smash Bros. Or I don't know if it's now or coming soon,
Yeah.
but either way, that's huge. And I think again, if you're going for that really like we're going okay, if you are in your 20s and you used to like Nintendo, now's the time. Come on.
Yeah,
Come here.
that's what
Come
it feels
here.
like. It feels like all this is actually targeted at us, like our age,
Yeah, yep, very much.
which is kind of
This
interesting.
isn't this wasn't a Nintendo Direct for like the 13, 14-year-olds are going like, why is this why am I in a plane and it's on a linear path? Why are you releasing a Game Boy Color game? Who is this Cloud you speak of?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah. It's weird. Like that's why I think this is all sort of like I think this is just like the first step in a big plan to release like and I think they're gonna try to do a similar to kind of the PS4 did like we're for the gamers sort of thing. I think that's what they're setting up to do.
yeah, and really get into that. Okay, we're not going to be. But I mean, if you really think about it, that's kind of a Nintendo's thing for the most part. Is Nintendo's kind of, I feel like almost goal or mission statement has been, you know what? We're not going to get into the graphics race. We're not going to get into this. We're going to go for fun.
Yeah, but I think what happened is recently they sort damn. I think they sort of lost the message though when they said fun. It meant like they kind of focused on kids and young families, and I think they sort of lost their message because of the Wii and Wii U confusion and stuff like that. But I think this is going to be. I think they're going to start targeting games that I Mario games are fun for adults because they're good games and you have that nostalgia aspect as well. But there's nothing art style wise or story wise that indicates that it's for adults. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
But I feel like they're going to start moving away from that and they are going to start like making stories that kind of like, you know, like Pixar, like Nintendo is not like people like to, oh, Nintendo and Pixar are the same thing. Pixar actually, their storylines can like apply to kids and adults, while Nintendo's storylines and characters really are just aimed at kids. I feel like what they're trying to do is like I think they're trying to grow. I think they're actually trying to get like the old Nintendo fans back, get some new Nintendo fans. I think they're trying to make Nintendo kind of cool again, and I think they're like it's working.
Yeah. I'm super buying into the NX hype right now.
I it's not even announced. I'm excited for it, and like
Exactly.
and the fact okay, I'm a little disappointed in Clouds and Smash because like I wanted PlayStation All Stars to be like a cool game, and it just really wasn't. And Cloud and Smash is like oof, Sony couldn't even get like Cloud, kind of.
Yeah.
But but when Smash comes to NX and it opens up to third parties, Smash is gonna be effing huge. They're gonna get every third party on the planet in a Smash game.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Like they got the number
Every
one
you name
PlayStation
it.
character in Smash.
Everybody ever. Yeah.
And
I don't know. I do really like. I don't really care about this too much. I'm not super huge into Smash. I haven't bought a single one of these DLC characters, and I will continue that trend. The one thing that did look really cool about this was the stage and just the
Mhm.
summons and that whole Final Fantasy element really seemed to be well integrated into it, and that made me kind of excited.
I mean, Smash always takes like really good care of their characters. Who's ever in it, like they're gonna go pretty deep in with that character, and like all of his like limit breaks are in there.
Yep.
His final smash is the Omni Slash. It just feels weird because like that was Final Fantasy VII is not on Nintendo consoles.
Not
Actually,
at all. I don't think at any point is it.
no, actually, the only game Cloud appears in on a Nintendo console is The Rhythm, like that Rhythm Final Fantasy game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's super weird. But what I think this is just like I've said, this is all sort of like setting up for the NX. I think this is just opening the door. All of these things are just like opening the door. They haven't invited anybody in yet. They're just opening the door. It's like, hey guys, look what we got over here. Look what we got over here.
Cl-
It's coming. It's coming.
Cloud brought chips.
Yeah, yeah,
Fox came back.
yeah,
He brought Punch. And Zelda. Oh, Link has a girlfriend now.
yeah. It's like it's like they're like taking like little baby steps, but I think what they're doing is they're slowly getting people back. This is just one big marketing plan, which is great because I'll probably get an NX. Like I'm excited for the NX, and it's that they got people excited. You know, they got people going crazy for the NX, and nobody even knows what that stupid thing is.
Yeah, they could announce this and go like, our launch title is Mario Golf 8 and NBA 2K16
Yeah.
and this, and that's it. And people would still be going like, "Oh, but you know what's coming. You know, yeah, right, right, Nintendo. That's it. Mario Golf. That's all you're giving up. Right.
That's what I think it is. I think they're finally going to actually give people what people have been asking for. Like everybody's been kind of
That's the
like
way it's
they
slowly
got the.
starting to
I'm
feel.
sorry. What?
That's the way it's starting to feel. If you look at these Nintendo Direct announcements, you've got Zelda on Wii U.
Hmm.
You've got Star Fox returning to classic Star Fox. You've got a female Link that people wanted. You've got the Pokemon Classic games that people have wanted to play forever.
Yeah.
You've got a amazingly popular character from a system that has, or from a game that has no connection to you at all
Yeah.
in your biggest game. This is their we're gonna start to show off moment.
Yeah. Like it's starting to like we're these are yeah. I feel like these are the things we can show you that we're giving you. I really think that they're gonna do that PS4 route. Like this is for the gamers. Like this is for the Nintendo fans who've been with us since the beginning. Like we haven't forgotten about you guys. We know what you guys have been asking for, and here it is. Blah! Everything.
Enjoy.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Yes, sir. All right. That was kind of fun. We haven't done a normal episode in forever, it feels like. So that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
But we will be back doing normal episodes for the remaining period of forever. So
No,
check back next.
Game Awards and stuff is
Maybe.
coming up, and PSX.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about those things in between some normal episodes. Next week's basically just gonna be me talking about Battlefront and how great Battlefront is. So get pumped.
I can't wait for you to not
Um,
like that game.
oh, I can't either. I probably will hate it. It's gonna be sad, but I'm gonna play it anyway.
Yeah.
But anyway, follow us on Twitter, darksliders_pod. Subscribe to us on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes, etc. And talk to us. Send us a comment. Let us know what you think about the episode or anything at all pertaining to stuff. But we'll see you next week. Bye.
Yes, send us stuff pertaining to stuff. Bye.